The Sciforror Film Podcast. Hello, welcome to the Sciforror Film Podcast. I'm Andy and this is Badger. Hello, Badger. How are you today?
Hello, Andy. How are you? I'm good. I'm ready to rumble. And the heat is exceedingly warm.
It is hot.
It is. Everyone says, oh, British weather, what are you on about? But it's a different type of heat.
I have had people who have been here they were here last year in the summer from Australia, and they said that they could not stand the heat here because it was just a different type of heat to the type of heat they're used to.
Exactly, yeah. It's mad.
It is mad. It is. And in the same way, lots of people are saying about, well, we went through 1976. That was fine. We were all right with that. I know where you were, where I was. We were fucking dying in the heat. But
I was a twinkle in my mother's eye.
But not only that, it was a different sort of. It's far hotter, even though it's really weird. Although the temperature is the same, the heat feels more intense.
Yes, it's bizarre. It
is bizarre.
I'm quite sure that no one's mentioned it. I remember when the sea froze. We survived that. I'm like, yeah, well, did you? Hundreds of people died.
Well, we used to have ice fairs on the Thames every year.
Really?
Yeah, back in the day. What was that? Elizabethan times.
Oh, right.
The Thames used to freeze, and they used to have ice fairs.
What's an ice fair?
Well, they used to just have a fair on the ice on the Thames.
Like stalls and stuff.
Stalls and things, and like a carousel and all of that kind of stuff.
That's bonkers.
I know. And people say it's not getting warmer. I beg to differ.
Madness, I tell you, madness. Well, at least hopefully it'll snow in Easter this year.
Well, I've had snow on my birthday. My birthday's the 6th of June, and we had snow one year on my birthday. We had to cancel the barbecue we were having for my birthday because it was snowing. Ridiculously.
That's bonkers.
Okay, so here we are to review some films and things. We're doing science fiction this week, much to my chagrin, as it were. We'll start off and we'll see where we get. The first of our short films is from 2014, and this is actually quite a classically well-known film to a lot of people. It's called 1 Minute Time Machine. The writer is Sean Crouch, the director is Devon Avery, and the cast is Brian Dietzen, who people might know from being in NCIS, and Erin Hayes, who has done many TV bits and films and things like that. The synopsis says, James is all too eager to put his 1 minute time machine to use in winning the heart of Regina until he discovers the unexpected consequences of his actions. I think it's great. It's a really good idea. It's got great humour. It's brilliant. I love it.
I absolutely adore this film. I watched it again just so I could absorb a bit more of the charm, and it just makes you laugh. It's both scary, heartwarming, and very, very deep-rooted in science fiction all at the same time. And it has a real time machine in it.
Absolutely. And I like the fact that one of the things that some people say to me is, I can't stand time travel because there are these paradoxes and nobody ever shows the consequences of them, but this does.
Yeah, and it's only 5 minutes long and it has a very interesting storyline. I think it's great.
Absolutely. And the thing about it is, it has been copied a couple of times by people in other countries in different languages, and some people have done slightly different versions of it, their own kind of take on it, as it were.
Yeah.
And it's just it's one of those films that kind of like as soon as you see it, it kind of stays in your memory because it's that good.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a very simple premise and it's lots of fun, and I like the fact how within the first few, like even the first minute, you get to know the personality of the male character,
Yeah.
and of course later on you get to know the personality of the female character. It's really interesting.
And
He's obviously fallen in love with her over a long period of time, and she obviously knows it, sort of likes him as well, and it's the fun balance what happens, you know.
it is. I like the fact that there are things about her that you don't find out until right near the end. It's kind of like, oh, hang on, there's a little nugget of a surprise all the way through it,
Yeah,
and I really like the way that's done. It's the writing is really good.
yeah, and it just made me laugh because it's definitely open for a sequel, and it did make me chuckle, you know.
Yeah,
You know,
it is good. I do like it. It's great fun to watch, and it's as you say, I just think it's really well put together. I think it's great.
yeah. The only my only criticism, and it's not really a criticism, it's more the fact that I would have loved to have seen more wackier death scenes, like him hanging from a tree, or
Yeah,
some really absurd things like how the hell did that happen?
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, to
No,
make it, that
I
would
know
have
what you mean.
enhanced it even more. It's like all the different weird deaths. I think that would have made it quite funny.
Yeah,
Like that section. Not, but I'm picking holes because I'm trying to pick holes. It's fun. It's a really good film.
it is a really good film. I love it. I think it's great.
Mm.
Okay. Uh,
And
now,
it didn't need effects either. It didn't
no,
need. That's what I liked about it. Is it didn't need any flashy effects. You got the idea what was going on without over the top CGI or green screen.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, there were minor effects. It was just sort of like little bit of light effect and a little bit of a sound effect, and it was it. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's good. Okay. The second of our two short films, I wasn't sure about this one at all. This is from 2016, and it's a film called The Last Rose. It's
yeah.
Bayside Productions, written and directed by Gerard Texan. Cast David Kim, Kate Dogileva, William Chang, Callista Taslin, Carolina Stell, Henzi, Navil Goro Sito, Janu Staten, Tanner Ray, Noah Allamore, Kenneth Jong, and Billy Pan. The synopsis.
Mm.
When two scavenger clans battle each other, one inexperienced fighter hopes to find a way to get one girl's attention from the opposing clan. This is described as being a dystopian science fiction romance.
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of has a decent look for a dystopian film. It's basically, it looks like it's filmed on a kind of a kind of lane at the back of a scrap yard or something. But
Yeah, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm all up for a low budget affair, but it felt like it was missing a lot. It felt like it was just a fight scene and then boom, the end.
yeah,
If you're gonna do something that involves quite a deep storyline, really, I would have expected a bit of build up. You know,
yeah, yeah. I
for
mean,
me, that's what it was missing.
it's just
Is a bit of build up rather than just a fight scene and then boom, the end.
I mean, the action's quite good, and there are some like quite humorous bits in it as well. But yeah, it just didn't. It was just sort of like, oh, they're standing facing each other now, they're fighting, and then it ended, and it was just kind of. And the other thing was, without being funny, he's been standing there. He was having a fight. for a bit of it, and then he sort of like comes face to face with her, and they kind of like look at each other and like something. Where the hell did you keep the rose?
Well,
You know what I mean? It's a bit like sort of where did that come from? Because he hasn't been standing there in his hand all the rest of the time.
he plucked it from the ground.
Yeah, I mean,
I
you
could
know,
say something vastly rude, but I won't.
no, I know. I mean, the end of it is quite funny-ish, and it's kind of it's all right. It's not a bad short film. It just kind of didn't really have enough to it to make me really think it was that good.
Yeah, there's no room for sort of liking the characters or getting to know anything. You know, like you say, the action's quite good, quite fast paced, quite fun, very good for a low budget fight scene.
Yeah,
But that's all it really was. There wasn't really a story as such.
no,
And, you know, they reached a bit too much with the synopsis. I really think if they added a little bit more at the start, just to get it going properly, it would have made a bit more sense.
definitely, definitely, and I suppose if it was part of a bigger film, you might have had more background of what was going
Yeah,
on, and then seen what happened afterwards. Because you know,
that's it. I get what you mean. I mean, we have this issue quite a bit where it's like it feels like it's in the middle of something, but where's the end and where's the beginning? You
yeah,
know?
yeah, there could have been there needed to be something more at the beginning and maybe something else at the end, just to kind of round it all up.
That's right. And it didn't have to cost any money, just a bit of verbal dialogue, really. It didn't need any special effects or anything, just a
No,
bit of dialogue at the beginning and the end to
if you got
explain a bit
the
more.
two groups are standing there facing each other, if the leaders were to kind of like have a speech thing where they one of them saying, "You have entered our territory" or whatever, but yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I get what you mean. That would have actually, you know, that would have made it make sense a bit more.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
okay.
Also, when you search up the last rose, it comes up with a rather nice classical music piece. So
Oh,
yeah,
I
yeah. So
didn't
you
know
have
that.
to, yeah. So you violin. So you have to search in the last rose science fiction short film. Otherwise, it comes up with like a myriad of short, lovely violin pieces.
I'm sure they are wonderful to listen to. I don't know, but it was okay. It
It's
wasn't.
okay. It could have been better. It's the seed of a good idea that just sort of fluttered in the wind, unfortunately.
Very poetic. You're very poetic today. What's going on?
I know, I know.
There you go. All right.
and, and
Okay.
now for our
Now,
feature presentation.
now for the feature film this week, we are looking at 1987 film Spaceballs. Writers Mel Brooks, Thomas Meehan, and Ronnie Graham. The director was Mel Brooks. The cast: Mel Brooks, John Candy, Rick Moranis, Bill Pullman, Daphne Zuniga, Joan Rivers, uh, Lorene Yarnell, sorry, and John Hurt is in it. And there's lots of others. If you look on IMDb, you will see a full list of them. And as anybody that doesn't know, there is a character in it called Pizza the Hut, the voice of which is done by Dom DeLuise. Yes, the synopsis for this says a star pilot for hire and his trusty half dog sidekick must come to the rescue of a spoiled princess and save planet Druidia from the clutches of the evil Spaceballs.
Use the Schwartz.
Now, where do I start with this? Um, okay. I appreciate some of the parody parts, especially the alien bit in the diner, which is also a parody of a fantastic cartoon about a frog, which is from the 1950s, I think it is, which is a fantastic. If you ever see it, it's a great cartoon. It's about this frog that sings and dances, and this bloke finds it. And when he tries to show it to other people, he just sits there and does nothing. Um, and so he puts it into this kind of like time capsule thing and buries it and that sort of thing. And then in the future, somebody else finds it and has the same sort of problem. But that the song that the alien sings is from that cartoon.
Okay.
So I can appreciate that, and I appreciate the Planet of the Apes bit at the end, and a few other bits and pieces. And there are a few bits I found mildly amusing,
Yes.
but there is nothing about this film that makes me laugh.
Really?
I think it's
Wow.
awful. It is it is one of the worst films that Mel Brooks has ever made.
I don't understand where you're coming
I
from.
think it's awful. It's not as bad as the 12 Chairs.
I've never heard of that one.
Well, it's garbage, but it's nowhere near as good as Blazing Saddles or Young Frankenstein or even High Anxiety.
Wow, okay.
I,
You're
I
not a
just,
fan at all then.
I mean, you know, I've said it many times on here. I'm not a huge fan of American comedy at best of times,
Yeah,
and a lot of the stuff on this is just it's the sort of American comedy I really don't like, and I really
yeah.
don't get. It doesn't make me laugh at all.
Mm. See, I was chuckling my head off. I really loved it because it has meta jokes before meta jokes were invented. It had like a VCR scene that was hilarious where they were watching the own film and it was very self aware.
Yeah,
These are the sort of jokes I really like, where it's like the film knows it's a film. And I really enjoyed that aspect. And of course, you know, I love the fact that they're all called arseholes. I'm surrounded with arseholes.
yeah. I mean, but that's the sort of joke I don't find funny.
Oh,
You know, it's like
you
um,
know, and the fact that he dented the helmet as well. It's just I was
I mean,
creasing up.
the bit like you were saying with the video thing, I thought that was quite funny. It was quite, you know, that amused me. The fact that they were watching the video of the film that they're in, I quite liked that idea.
Yeah,
I just think it was a good idea, but for me, it went on a bit too long,
right, probably, yeah.
and it was just
I
I don't know. I just
I do think it sort of lost a bit of direction there somewhere because there was a lot of the same joke over and over again. But I did find it funny the first few times. But the merchandising joke, they carried that on a bit too long. I
yeah
get that that was like parodying Star Wars. I get that.
yeah.
But they, twice is funny. Three or four times is overkill.
I mean,
Joan Rivers was fantastic, I thought,
yeah. I mean, well,
as well.
she was good, but then she wasn't actually in it as such. It was just her voice for
Yeah,
the droid, but that was she was quite good at that playing that
yeah,
part. Well, I mean, there are a few things about the film I do like, and I do find it quite funny and quite interesting. It's like um, when they were making the film, um, they were talking about the the oh God, George Lucas was saying what they couldn't do
yeah,
as far as things were concerned, as far as Star Wars and that was concerned. And one of the things was he said he didn't mind them parodying Han Solo, but
right.
he couldn't look the same. So instead of that, Mel Brooks dressed him up to look like Indiana Jones.
Uh, I'm guessing that's why they cobbled together the Han Solo and Luke character. I'm guessing that's why they put those as one character, right?
Yeah, yeah. But there's also little bits that I hadn't noticed before that I did notice, which is when they go to the diner, when they land at the diner, if you have a look there, the Millennium Falcon is parked
Oh, okay.
outside the diner on the opposite side. There's like a little landing strip thing. The opposite side of that, the Millennium Falcon is parked there.
I did not notice that. Well done. Mm,
So that was quite amusing. I quite like that.
yeah,
Um, and as I say, yeah, the John Hurt bit in the diner, I think was quite funny.
yeah,
The whole bit, oh no, not again, and
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's a good little callback, you know.
yeah. But I don't know. I was kind of disappointed with this when I first time I saw it because I wanted it to be really good. I wanted this to be as good as a parody of science fiction as Young Frankenstein
Ah,
was a
okay.
parody of old sort of black and white horror, and it didn't hit it for me at all.
Okay. I'm the complete opposite. I was absolutely creasing up. But like you say, it depends on your sense of humour. You know, I
Yeah.
love Red Dwarf and stuff like
Well, I mean, I like Red Dwarf. I got a bit bored of Red Dwarf after
that.
about the
Yeah.
first three series, and I just kind of
I haven't
lost
seen
interest
like
in
the
it.
last three or four. I know that it's still technically going, I think. I
Yeah,
haven't seen the last few. I know they did a
I
film, but I haven't watched that.
no, nor have I. But I
Mm.
mean, I like comedy, sci-fi comedy, and horror comedy sometimes. I think
Yeah,
for me, I don't know what it is, but American comedy for me is just too much, too reliant on silly jokes about arses and it's kind of like
yeah.
it's never been my kind of thing.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. But I love a good fart joke. So,
Well, if it's done right, I think it can be really good, but it's a matter of doing it right.
mm.
Um,
Well, we'll see. I mean, I personally, like you say, for you, you've got quite a big amount of films to go against. For me, I think this is the only Mel Brooks film I've watched, so
oh
I
no,
can't,
I
say,
mean,
oh yeah, the other one.
I still like Blazing Saddles. There are a few bits of that. Even I didn't particularly. I still love Young Frankenstein.
Yeah,
I like High Anxiety because that's a parody of Hitchcock films, and
right.
it is done really well. It's a filmmaker's eye of Hitchcock films, and it's the detail is really good.
Yeah,
Um, but I don't know.
yeah. Well, you know what they say, the devil's in the detail. I
Yeah,
I recently found out, in The Shining,
yeah,
uh, Jack Palance, Jack, the character in the film. Uh, if you look at his tie in certain scenes, there's a maze.
yes. I saw that online somewhere. But yeah, I hadn't noticed that before. It's a very geeky detail to notice, isn't it?
I know, yeah, it is a very geeky detail, so that's, but it's excellent foreshadowing when you know. I
Oh
think,
yeah,
right, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. But yeah,
Um,
I really enjoyed Spaceballs. I really did, and I think the second one that's coming out
hmm.
needs to be, just as good.
I
I mean, he seems to think this is going to be his last film before he carks it. So I hope it is just as good, and I
I
hope it is, going to be really good.
when they said they were going to make a sequel, I thought, why? But yeah, I mean that's because I don't really like this one. But
Well, they said they
I,
were going to make fun of you anyway.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just not
Well, the
sure.
thing is,
Not
as
sure.
long as they'll probably add a ton of modern references, just
Well,
the way Scary Movie did, the new
well,
Scary Movie.
I mean, the thing about it is they've got some of the same people coming back to play the same parts. So is it going to be like is it going to be about um? I can't remember his name. Big Helmet. Is it going to
Yeah,
be about him again, or is it going to be about his descendants, or do you know what I mean? How are
yeah.
they going to do it? How are they going to?
Mm.
I
But
don't know.
anything that gets Rick Moranis out of retirement has got to be, worthwhile.
The other thing is, from what I can see, they were saying that Bill Pullman's son might play the part that Pullman played in this.
Oh, okay.
He does look incredibly like him.
Oh, okay.
He does
That'd
look
be
a lot
interesting,
like
then,
him.
wouldn't it?
And they got a different guy, obviously, because John Candy's dead. They've got another. There's an American comedian. They've got him playing. I don't know if they're going to be maybe playing them younger,
All
but
right.
that might make sense to do a kind of flashback
Mm.
sequences or whatever.
Or it
I
could
don't,
be his litter, you know.
yeah,
That's a good way of
I
doing it.
don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they do with it. And as you say, what what more modern references do they bring in? What parts of the franchise do they include in it, and don't they include in it?
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, the obvious take is to obviously rip the what's it out of Mandalorian. Hopefully, they do something like that, as well.
yeah,
Because that doesn't have any Luke Skywalker references or any lightsabers or anything. So that would be a good start to of a film to parody.
yeah. So I think that was another thing that George Lucas said that he couldn't use like lightsabers,
Yeah,
which is why they ended up with a ring.
yeah. May the Schwartz be with you.
Yes, yeah.
So
So
overall, what did you think?
overall, I wasn't overly impressed with it, and I wasn't any more impressed with it than I was the first time I saw it. And I
Okay.
kind of, if somebody said to me, "We're going to watch Spaceballs," I'd go, "Oh." All right." If I didn't have to watch it again, I wouldn't be that bothered.
Okay. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. I
Yeah,
really did.
no, I
I
mean,
really did.
it wouldn't do if we all like the same sort of thing. And
That's right. What I
it
would like to just compare though. So, what if someone said, Andy, we've got two choices. We got to go Hell Comes to Frogtown or Spaceballs. Which would you pick?
it's a difficult choice, but I may even go for Hell Goes to Frogtown. I must admit.
Wow.
Yeah, no. No, it does nothing for me, this film at all.
Oh,
I
I'm shocked. I am miffed. I really am. But
don't,
like
I
you say,
don't,
not everyone likes the same thing.
but,
Because the other day when I said to you, look, the new Blair Witch Project
oh,
film, and even my missus was like, look, the new Blair Witch Project film. She loves Blair Witch too. And you're like, no!
no. The first one was rubbish. None of the others were worth being looking at, and I don't see the point of doing it again. I think Blair Witch is one of the most overrated films I've ever seen. Almost as bad as the original Wicker Man
Oh!
and Spaceballs. Uh, but there you go. These things happen. Uh,
Feeling a little faint.
uh, I don't know. Yeah. So there you go. They were our three films. We had 1 Minute Time Machine, which we both loved. The Last Rose, which was right, but needed a lot more to it, really, to it. And Spaceballs, which personally I can't stand. And Badger, you love it.
I absolutely loved it, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Pizza the Hut made me feel sick, though, I must admit. I was like, ugh.
But people out there, I mean, give us your honest opinion. Do you think I'm talking out my arse, which I have done on certain occasions? It's been known. Um, Or, how do you feel about Spaceballs as a film and about the upcoming sequel?
That's it. And
Let
are
us
you a
know.
Blair Witch Project fan?
Um, and if you people out there, if you want to see something different review wise, on Badger's channel, you can find his review of the Friday the 13th films. He's done a review of all of them, but the latest one is the reboot,
Yes.
which I agreed with your review on that and everything, and is the only one of the Friday the 13th films I've ever seen.
Yeah. You must watch the very first one.
Yeah, I'll get
It's
around to it
it's
one day.
good. It's good because it's the only one. Well, actually, tell a lie. There's two. There's two where Jason is not directly involved. There's the very first one, and there's one where there's an imposter Jason that you think is Jason and it's not really. So that's quite a good one because Jason comes in at the very end anyway, but that's a spoiler. But yeah, it's a really good film and I really like it. If you like that sort of weird summer vibe where it's like it's really cool, it's oh yeah, this is great, but there's something looming in the background that's a bit spooky. The very first one and the film The Burning is a classic as well.
All right.
If you've never seen that, I recommend it.
Don't know that one.
Oh, if you like slashers, you'll love The Burning.
Okay. Well, I mean, I will one day. I do want to one day get around to watching the first Friday the 13th film because it. I've said it on you before. It was like there used to be this thing. I don't know quite where it came from, but there was definitely a thing when I was younger, which was you either fell into the Halloween or the Friday the 13th camp. You would kind of watch one or the other,
Yeah.
and I was always Halloween.
Oh, okay.
So I never watched any of the Friday the 13th films.
Well, I've actually only just on this journey. I've watched them all now, whereas before I'd only really seen bits and pieces. So I can now call myself a proper Friday the 13th fan because I've seen all of the canon releases so far.
So, what's your next franchise you're going to?
Well, I think we're going to have to do a poll on that one because I keep changing my own mind. I'm like, do we do Sharknado after we've done this? Do we do Nightmare on Elm Street, or is that too obvious? Or do I pick something that not many people have seen that would be interesting because I'll be like, look, here's this.
Yeah.
There is a series of found footage films that are very, very like very, very small budget, and there's 8 parts. So I'm thinking that would actually be quite a good series to do. Yeah.
The only found footage franchise I know about is Paranormal Activity.
Yeah. No, there's quite a few. It's like I'm gonna have to do some research into it because it's going to be interesting. So, but I will be doing a poll at some point.
Okay. Well, everybody out there, check out Badger's YouTube channel and have a look at his reviews and see what he's going to do next. Thank you, Badger.
No worries. Thank you very much. And of course, just to let everyone know, Balmoral 2 is in the works still, and I'm still working at it, and I did a bit of editing on it today. So slowly but surely.
Good. Sounds good to me.
Indeed. And thank you very much for having me, Andy.
Oh, that's fine. It's always good to have you on the show. Anyone who didn't see it, we had a program out last week with a filmmaker called John Williams, not to be confused with the music composer of the same name. And this week I have done an interview with Luke Metham, who is another filmmaker who some people will know from things. Anyway, I know what I'm talking about now. I'm talking garbage again.
They played at Brighton the other week, I think. Anyway.
Okay. So thank you very much. Next time we will be doing horror. We will be doing another indie film, which was one that was shown at the Romford Film Festival a couple of years ago, actually. So we're going to be doing that. We've got indie films for the next 2 weeks, so that'll be quite interesting. And then we'll see where we go from there. Thank you very much to everybody for tuning in, watching, listening, and doing what you do. Please like, subscribe, and pass the knowledge on to others that we are here.
Indeed.
We will see you again soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. The Sciforror Film Podcast.